Kanye West is not letting his foot get off the brake when it comes to the conversation of Jay-Z and Beyonce. He's not letting go of them, and I really do wonder why. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali, daily and consistent content coming to you guys from Dubai. Let's get straight into this video where Kanye West is tweeting up a storm. Well, he was prior to going to Japan, but he has not finished with what he was saying. And of course, Jay-Z and Beyonce are still the topic of discussion. Something about those prison phone calls that Kanye West was having with Diddy, and now Kanye West does not shut up about Beyonce and Jay-Z, corroborates. There's something there that links and relates to me. It's a very, evil world out here. People are only caring for themselves, not for their best friends. So I just find that to be odd, and that needs to always be placed there in this conversation. But Kanye West is calling Beyonce a slave. Jay-Z as well. Get free or die trying. Jay a god too, but Dame was on that Black Wall Street Tulsa time. Jay and his wife are slaves to the system, and the weird thing about my tweet is Jay, by the hands of God, cannot touch me. He actually has been placed there to protect me. They all have to be basically slaves to the system, centering the Carters in order to keep their status, money, and even to literally stay out of jail. What does that mean? Why would they need to be certain things or become a slave to a system in order to prevent certain people from, staying out of jail? Why would Jay-Z need to stay out of jail? This is what I take from this conversation. Why would the Carters need to stay out of jail? Why would they need to be on their knees, essing, men's D's, which is basically what Kanye is saying, in order for them to prevent staying out of jail? That is a very confusing tweet, probably one of the most confusing tweets I've ever heard in regards to Kanye West, in regards to him discussing the Carters, Jay-Z and Beyonce. To me, it simply implies that he needs to do things and that they are a slave to the system in order to prevent themselves from prevent themselves from actually facing the music to the crimes or things that they may have done behind the scenes from what we are seeing Diddy doing right now. That's basically what this is implying. It's a very dangerous tweet indeed. He's flying too close to the sun, but he's saying that Jay-Z cannot touch me. He can't do anything to me. He can't do anything to me. They are both slaves, and they, lick asses of certain people, is what he's saying in this tweet, if you guys know what I mean, to keep Jay-Z's status and to keep his money and to basically even to literally stay out of jail. To me, that implies that they have done things that are illegal that would normally send them to jail, but because they are, licking the asses of certain people, they are maintaining their high positions. So it's a very accusatory tweet. Basically, half of his stuff is, but the closer he flies to that sun when he discusses the Carters or the Kardashians, I just find to be interesting, because Kanye has had great relationships with both entities. So if anybody is going to know stuff, it's going to be him. I don't think he should be completely masked as a crazy person that's just tweeting gibberish, because he's been with half of these people. We have not. I feel like people keep forgetting that. Now, this has turned into a debate where Kanye feels like he's seeking out some revenge for Jay-Z because Kanye helped Jay-Z's music career. A lot of you guys aren't old enough to know that Kanye saved Jay-Z's career and catapulted Hov from a New York rapper that lost to Nas to an international name and brand. Now, I definitely don't believe that Kanye made Jay-Z, considering the fact that Jay-Z was but I definitely can see how Kanye would have helped elevate Jay-Z's career, prolong Jay-Z's career, help him in recent eras when it comes to music and streaming. That I can definitely see, and that is what collaborations are about. But I think people are forgetting that Jay-Z is a successful rapper anything from Kanye West, and I feel like that easily gets forgotten because Beyonce overshadows him. He's not putting out anything as of recency, so people just forget, and everybody wants to become a revisionist. But I don't believe Kanye made Jay-Z or Kanye saved Jay-Z, but I definitely think that he helped the career extend it. But I don't think that Jay-Z's career ever needed saving. Even when he lost the rap battle between us, I just don't think that he needed that. But this is basically the conversation that's been going around for the past 24 hours now is, what are your thoughts on this specifically? Do you guys believe that Kanye saved Jay-Z's career? Therefore, he's upset because he feels like when there were positions with his children, the friends around him did not help him. And this is why he's been crashing out about them. Or do you think that it's just gibberish and you don't believe that anybody saved anyone's career and that Jay-Z was definitely fine with or without Kanye West? It's a huge debate. People are really split on this. They're going back and forth. And of course, it's just turned into something that I didn't really expect, to be honest with you. I also feel like the Kanye saga is distracting some of us from the Diddy trial. And whilst I'm on it with every kind of, update with court litigation papers, no matter how small, no matter how big, no matter how popular or not, I don't want us to lose focus on that case. So, of course, when the trial comes on, I'm expected to see if there's going to be any distractions, to be honest with you. And I definitely feel like this Kanye stuff is becoming a distraction, and there's going to be a lot more of that as time goes on when we get closer to this trial, which is going to be May the 12th. Now, moving on from the Kanye Jay-Z saga, I'm sure you guys must have known by now, but this has gone hugely viral with accumulating over 25 million views on the app X alone. But Quinta Brunson files for divorce from Kevin Anik after 3 years and reveals a post-nuptial agreement. Thank the Lord. The 9-time Emmy-nominated actress and writer who shot to fame after her and Anik's wedding, interesting, cited irreconcilable differences when she filed a divorce at an LA court. TMZ reported the couple had signed a post-nuptial and she wants the court to follow its terms when dividing the property. So, it's good that she signed that and that's protected. I didn't even know that Quinta was married. I had no idea that this woman was married. I thought that, she may have had a partner here and there. I didn't know she was married. They don't flaunt the relationship. And I believe that her man, Anik, also is very, in certain societies, in certain groups, whatever you want to call it, he's very much on the low. You don't really hear much from him. He's very low brow. He doesn't want any attention on his face. All eyes on Quinta. So I didn't know that they basically were getting a divorce, married, anything like that. I'm glad that a post-nuptial agreement has been signed. But people have also been saying that, this could turn into a very ugly divorce between them two because of certain things that Anik does or what he belongs to. And I don't want to really get into that, to be honest with you, as long as she gets out of this divorce safely. But that basically where he's placed in Hollywood and etc. It's interesting that she became very famous after their marriage and that he potentially could have helped, and that things could now get ugly when it comes to their divorce. With a post-nuptial being signed, don't get it twisted. Divorces can still get very ugly legally because people might want to argue for certain, stipulations, properties, or etc. Either way, I don't think this will affect Quinta's career, but it might if her husband had anything to do with uprooting it. And for the fact that her career went huge right after their marriage, to me is just too much of a coincidence. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe, comment down below, and give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Quinta divorced has got a lot of people discussing and talking about it. And of course, the Kanye Jay-Z saga, in my opinion, is never going to end. The Kanye saga in general, I feel like he's very interlinked to Drake, Kendrick, Jay-Z, Beyonce, the Kardashian family. He seems to be that link where he's linked to all of them, and they all see Kanye West as some kind of liability because he's the one that seems to be explosive. He's the one that seems to be reactionary. Things go on. He gets really upset. He gets really annoyed. Whereas the rest want to keep everything on tabs for their own image and for, things that they don't want to get out. Kanye, on the other hand, baby, that man is ready to spill it all. Do you understand? He's ready to spill it all. I just don't think that he needs to come for the children because nobody should be coming for children, period. Anyways, let me wrap this video up because I'm very tired. Do subscribe and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.